Hello, hello. My name is Kallista and welcome back to Pillars of Eternity. In the last episode, we completed the final act. That was a really cool quest. In regards to character growth for Ximena. I really enjoyed that. Now, I very quickly want to see if we can go and tell all of the victims' friends and families that there have been answers about what happened to their loved ones. They're just nobles.
Good day, stranger.
Okay. Yeah, never mind. I want to see. I just want to see. Is Lord Gathbin still... It's not Gathbin, it's like Guardman? Something like that? Oh no, the police have got him. The police have nabbed him. They've said, not today, bucko. You're coming with us. You can't be running murder games in town. You can't be doing that. That's not good. I could kind of only see Cora having something to say, but I need to check. Ooh, Stalwart sends a plea for assistance. They've been attacked by ogres and fear they could be sacked any day. I've already helped them out. The ogres aren't going to be any bother. The ogres are lovely. The ogres just want to be left in peace. Now then, come on, everyone in. There we go. Let's see if we can tell Oli that if he's waiting for Lendry to buy him another round, he's going to be waiting for a very long time. Yeah, okay. Oli looks over as you approach. What did you find? Is Lendry living the high life with his respectable job and fancy woman? Yeah, Lendry's dead. Well, if that don't just... His hands tighten around his cup and he looks away. I told that clod to enjoy the simple life, but he got those high-minded ideas. Couldn't stop thinking about how things might be different. Oh. Look, thanks for telling me, I guess. He takes a gulp from his drink. I'm going to need a few more of these. Good luck. Give 50 copper pieces. Drinks are on me. Benevolent. Give 50 copper pieces. Get yourself cleaned up and get out of here. Benevolent. Great idea. We can see how well that worked out for Lendry. Clever. Rotting away in here won't bring Lendry back. It's time for a change. Passionate. Trying to change your stars is futile. It's best to enjoy what you have while you can. Ooh. Like I said at the end of the last episode, Ximena has had a lot of character growth, and I think she is still growing. You know, she's realising, oh shit, I was a monster. I've been a monster. You know, she's never really looked at her actions, and she is now, and she's realising, oh my god, I'm a shitty person. I'm not a good person. Oh my god. She is growing. She will definitely do things differently. I mean, we saw that at the end of the last episode. She could have blackmailed that guy, and instead she was like, no, I'm gonna go to the guards with this information. The money isn't worth it. Like, I've seen the face of someone who has been manipulated and deceived, and I didn't like it, so I'm gonna go to the guards with this. But she is still Ximena. She still was like, money, please. Money. Would she give money to this random guy? I don't think she would. I don't think she would just give money to this fella. It wouldn't benefit her in any way. Like, she gives money out when it benefits her. When she has like a, oh yeah, they'll go and tell this person and so on and so on. And that'll improve my reputation. I don't think giving money to this one random guy in a big city is going to do anything. Good luck. Oli raises his cup. I'll drink to that. Yeah, I'm sorry about your friend. I'm sorry about your friend. It's interesting that we can tell him, of all people, but not Elga, the dwarf who was sleeping with, oh god, it was Lendry, Cora.
Home. The safety of the republics is being decided here. If I do what needs to be done, there'll be time enough to beg forgiveness when the dust settles.
You must do what you feel is best. I understand.
Okay. A call for interested patrons. Was the Adneth's Den Expedition Hall welcomes competent and proven men and women towards a profitable venture of your choosing. Yeah, no, that's the dozens. We don't fuck with them. We don't fuck with them. No, thank you. Kendall, that was it. Yeah, interesting we can tell Oli about his dead friend, but not Elga about the guy she was sleeping with. Okay, also, are there still actors here? Are there still actors here, or has this area just been cleared out now? Oh no, we still have some actors here. Okay. I'm glad to see the performances haven't fully ended. That would have been sad. I'm still not sure what to make of Kadal. As I said, I'm just having to trust that Ximena didn't pick up on the fact that he was lying. Yeah. Oh, the group known as the Dozens have been implicated in this rash and terrible deed. This is gonna make for an interesting, because like Ximena's thrown in her lot with House Dominel. She's thrown in her lot with them. So what does this newfound realization hold for the future? I mean, we've made friends with House Dominel. We don't have to do any jobs for them. We could, like, oh, please consider us an ally. Consider us an ally of your organization, but we've gotten out of the game. Maybe that's what ends up happening.
Well met, friend.
Always good to see a familiar face. How can I help you? I have news about your sister. Cora's dead. Yeah. Laura's eyes shimmer with tears. I don't know what to say. I tried to keep my hopes up, but I think part of me already knew. That doesn't make this any easier, though. She brushes a tear from one cheek. I can't help but think that if someone had looked for her sooner, when first I asked for help, maybe she'd be here. She wouldn't. She wouldn't have. That is... That's the sad thing, because she disappeared before you realised that she had disappeared. She was dead before you realised anything was wrong. No one could have done anything. No one could have done anything, and that is such a hard thing to hear. These are dark days in Defiance Bay. The authorities are doing the best they can with limited resources, benevolent. The authorities here don't care about the common folk. Their negligence is inexcusable, passionate. Nothing could have been done. Don't torture yourself with what-ifs, stoic. We've caught those responsible and prevented this from happening to others. That's what matters now. I mean, yeah. Yet no one else is gonna be manipulated like that. And again, maybe Ximena is thinking about herself. Like I said, I'm still umming and ahhing over what the future holds for Ximena. Does she try and... does she give up the crime game entirely? Does she go into, like, trying to make an honest living? She could open up an acting school that doesn't have a murder basement. She could do that. She's great at acting. Because she's fantastic at lying. Like, she could be a very good actor, potentially. She could open up an acting school. She could go completely straight and... live an honest life, or does she try and right, I'm only gonna con rich people who deserve it, or rich people who could afford it, I don't know what the future holds for Ximena, But like the average person, people like Laura and Cora, who she would have conned without a second's glance back in the day, they're safe from Ximena. People like them are safe from Ximena. We've caught those responsible and prevented this from happening to others. That's what matters now. Yes, you're right. She wipes her eyes. I suppose I'll have to make arrangements. Thank you for finding her. Anything else I can do for you? No. We're gonna go. Yeah, I'm so sorry for your loss. I'm like, where's that? There's the nearest exit. I'm so sorry for your loss, madam. Oh, that was a really good side quest. I really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed that. Okay, now back to Cadnua, because someone is requesting our presence. You would better still be here. Yeah, you're excellent. 6 days.
Well done.
Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware you like our place. You've told me so many times, madam.
Too vulnerable to cannons.
Okie doke. Now then, madam, or sir, I don't know what you are, I don't know your gender. Yet you. I'm Gaida. I'm a researcher in the field of animancy. I could use some assistance if you're willing to hear me out. Very well, let's hear it. You call your allies together and motion for the petitioners to step forward. I'm looking into the Beerwick problem. That is, forces that can unhouse souls from their vessels. I'm trying to develop some kind of defense to protect people against these forces. The trouble is, investigating what unhouses souls in the first place requires, well, souls. I haven't been able to arrange any test subjects. Ooh. I need your help. We've lost so many people to these Beerwicks already. Imagine if we could prevent such things from ever happening again. Could you use animals? Perhaps you can use something other than kith for these tests. Ooh. Okay, I'd be willing to try using alternate subjects if you have a suggestion. There are vessels in the Eastern Wood, can't you use them? There are vessels all over Heritage Hill. I'm sure the people of Defiance Bay would appreciate you thinning them out a little. Animals will work just as well, try Magnus Fork or the Black Meadow. On second thought, maybe not. If there's an undead problem, yeah, why not use the vessels in Heritage Hill? There are vessels all over Heritage Hill. I'm sure the people of Defiance Bay would appreciate you thinning them out a little. Yes, but working with vessels can be dangerous. She wrings her hands anxiously. Okay, hire some muscle. That ought to help. Adia can help. He's good at this sort of thing. Research is for the bold. You'll be fine. On second thought, perhaps not. We need Adia with us because we need to level up his hat. He's got a soul-bound hat, and we need to level that up. Again, you know, Ximena is pro-animancy. Admittedly, we are in a country that is against animancy. This is like helping out science. How is that a bad thing? That will, you know, like in Ximena's mind, that will get us a good reputation amongst the scholars of the Deerwood. The peasant folk might not like it, but then again, we helped start up a pig farm in Deerford Crossing, like we helped get rid of Radric, like Surely a little bit of grace. Harness some muscle. That ought to help. 1 prestige. It certainly will. Thank you. I'll put the money to good use. With a good team, I'm sure we can gather a few subjects. A cure can't be far away. Hey, excellent. Excellent. Fantastic. And we get 1 prestige for our troubles. Lovely. Now, I feel so sad. Yeah, okay, Gaida hires a small group of mercenaries to join her in rounding up vessels from Heritage Hill to experiment on. Finished in 3 days. Okay. I feel sad. I feel sad. I would love Ximena to have a flower crown, and I can't give it to her. I regret playing a godlike, but I also don't regret playing a godlike because I can't imagine Ximena as anything else. I can only see her as this. Like, there is no other options. Okay. You know what? Wait a minute. We're the only one with stuff in our inventory. Okay, let's... just for a minute.
May Wal watch your step.
You and you. Because my dear... Yeah, you're just using a fine bow. Take that. And Kana, buddy. Yeah, you can continue using that. You should have this. Is that... Oh! Oh, no, wait, you have multiple weapon sets. Okay, and yeah. Let's move these over. Okie doke. Now what? Oh, hello. Okay, well, we can take that. You know what? I'm gonna just sort this out. Be right back with you. Okie doke, and I am back. Riona's buckle and the cloak of the frozen hunt are right where they should be. Now, you know what? Let's have Kana with us for a little bit. It's been a while. It's been a while since we journeyed with our boy. So with that, I think we're good to return to Lady Webb to fill her in on everything the Leaden Key have been up to. Hopefully she doesn't mind that we took
I'm impressed.
a wee bit of a break before we got back to her. Yeah, I'm happy with this team. To Brackenbury, yes. I don't know why, it always takes me a minute. I can never remember where Hadrat House is. It always takes me a minute. Okie doke. Now then, is everyone ready? Is everyone ready and prepared? I'm not, because this is... Like, this is the main quest. Like, it's the last main quest we've got. I'm not saying I think it's the last main quest of the game. I'm not saying that, but... You know, it's... This feels to me... This feels to me like the wrap-up for Act 2. We're quite firmly in Act 2 now, and this feels to me like, where, okay, you've done these 3 things, now we bring Act 2 to a close and we usher in Act 3. That's what this feels like to me, and that makes me anxious. Alrighty then.
How fares your search?
There is something I can tell you about the Leaden Key's operations.
Well, let's hear it.
Okay. Let's start off with where we began. The Engwithin Tower in Heritage Hill contains an ancient machine that can control the flow of souls. The Leaden Key activated it.
This is troubling. That civilization seems to have known more about the mechanics of souls than anyone since. The Leaden Key was born in that period. It may be that Theos has full knowledge of their technology. The applications of this machine you speak of, I don't want to think about it. If we can learn more about their goals and methods, perhaps we can get the palace behind us. With Avar's support, we may be able to put a stop to this.
The Leaden Key is manipulating a group of Engwitha machines that span the country, and it seems to be causing the Hollowborn epidemic.
I had feared they might be involved in Widewind's legacy. It seemed too extreme even for them. How naive I've been. That isn't enough to take to the Duke, but we're close. Avar Wolfgren is a cautious man. He will want to know everything possible before being moved to action.
I found Theos in Brackenbury Sanitarium impersonating a patient. He was trying to damage the public's opinion of animancy.
Forgive me, it is unlike Theos to leave witnesses. He must be furious.
Her eyebrows raise, two painted lines over barren, sloughing skin, her forehead a lattice of wrinkles upon wrinkles. The corner of her mouth pucks.
He did not aid you as you'd hoped, I take it? Well, take heart. With any luck, when he has finished his business, he will surely come and find you again, if only to kill you while you sleep. This news of yours makes sense, of course. To dabble in animancy is to puzzle over the secrets of the gods. This would not be the Leaden Key's first action against it. But if this is connected to their other activities, we may be in for something on a much larger scale. The Leaden Key's conspiracy is clear now. They have used Engwithan technology to engineer Widewind's legacy, and they want people to blame animancy for it. As we speak, the Duke is holding hearings in the palace. He is listening to arguments for and against animancy. When they finish, he is expected to decide whether to outlaw it. It seems the Leaden Key has been pushing Deerwood down this path for some time. I, for one, would enjoy seeing their little scheme fouled up at the last moment. Our Duke must hear what you have to say. Unfortunately, the hearings are closed to the public, which makes the Duke inaccessible until they are completed. However, certain groups have been invited to attend. You might get in with one of them if you aren't above a little pandering. There are delegations from the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, and from House Dominel. If you can gain the support of one of those groups, that may be your best way in. See what you can arrange.
Madam, I'm already in. I'm already in good with one of them. I want to discuss the animancy hearings at the palace.
What of them?
Okay. What is there to know about the Duke?
Avar is many things to many people, and that is why he sits the throne. To the frontiersmen, he is one of their own. To the patriotic, he is a sole descendant of Admeth Hadrit. To the nobility, he is from an old and established family. All of these are half-truths or exaggerations, a tale he has spun around himself. The man behind the tale may not be the greatest mind in Deerwood, but he knows people. He knows when they are sincere and when they lie. He knows when they are strong and when they are weak. The other matters he leaves to me. Outwardly, he prefers to come off a bit of a simpleton. Don't be fooled. Before he was a duke, he was a trapper, and an excellent one at that.
Wouldn't they allow a guest of Dunrid Row into the... Ooh, is this... Cause I think there are options or ways for you to piss off all of the factions, and someone might do all of them. Is this like a get out of jail, like, hey, if you fucked with people so much that you can't get in with any of them, you can come in as a representative of Dunrid Row? Well, we don't need that. We can represent House Dominel. It's fine. Farewell. Okay, we can do this. Dude, we're in. We're already in. We have got this. I mean, what's his face? What's his face owes us a favour. I didn't call it in because I was like, yo, we might need something later. This is later. Now is the time. I'm thinking I'm gonna go ask him. Because I'm looking, we've only got 4 minutes left on the timer. So I'm gonna try and stop this before we go into the hearings. Because I feel like that would be perfect for next episode. Okay. Let's see if you can get us that invitation. Come on, we've helped you out so much. We've helped out your organisation so much. Scratch my back. I've been scratching yours. Aha! Gedmar Dominel nods at you. What can I do for you? I need an invitation to the meeting at the Ducal Palace. You shall have it. He lays a hand on your shoulder. And when you attend, I'm sure you'll keep House Dominel's interests at heart. Gedmar returns his attention to his desk. Forgive me, but I have matters to attend to now. I trust you know the way out. Farewell. That was so easy. That was so also one
Yeah?
Again. Again, let me... guys,
there.
out. No, Ximena. Ximena, I'm looking for a thumbnail here, my dear. Oh my god, you're a giant. Look at you. Look at you, my tall friend. Okay, there we go. There we go. I'm happy. I'm happy. Okay, everyone.
Yeah?
Back to Lady Webb. And we shall bring this episode to a close. Oh, I'm looking forward to these hearings. I'm looking forward to what's going to go on here. Because the hearings, like, we've been hearing about them for ages. Oh, the hearings about the animancers, the Duke's tied up in them, ba 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 ba. Yet this really feels like the end of Act 2. This really feels like the end of Act 2. Oh,
Garner, what do you know about the legends of Old Valia? I only heard myths in my village, and stories at the Brotherhood.
Less than I'd like, and that from old books and the occasional trader. Tales of noble families and famed inventors. The Grand Empire, now fallen. But the myths are beautiful, aren't they? Bold heroes whose descendants dared to cross the Great Eastern long before the Deerwood was a kernel of a thought.
Ah, I wish I could have been alive to see the Empire at its height. But I suppose this new world is now ours to make. The legends ours to write.
That they are. That they are. I was going to say, if we're coming to the end of Act 2 and we're starting Act 3, then that means there's only one act left. That means we're almost done. Admittedly, I don't have to say goodbye to Ximena because we've got all of Deadfire left, but still, it makes me feel weird. I don't like it. Alrighty then, in the next episode, I think we'll be attending those hearings. But until then, please remember to like if you enjoyed, leave a comment below, and if you wanted to subscribe, it would be very much appreciated. A special thanks to my channel members such as SM2K, Christopher K. Davies, CGG, The Named User, and Kevin Bicknell. I've been Callista. Thanks for watching, and see you in the next episode.